Hi guys, I'm Michelle and welcome to Michelle's POV, and today's topic is about smear campaigns. Now there are so many videos on the internet about smear campaigns that I just couldn't find the right one. I did want to insert something, but I just couldn't find the right one because I have a personal experience of not one, not two, but countless of smear campaigns. And today, the topic is about smear campaigns. This is my favorite topic because about 2 years ago, I went through literally a smear campaign. And when I tell you guys that it was amazing. And why am I saying it was amazing? Because it wasn't my first one. So this time around, I was able to literally find information and try to locate where and who the person who was actually smearing me was. You see, smear campaigns are basically when somebody is trying to destroy your reputation, your image through slandering you, telling half truths, lies, and just doing all sorts of things to make sure that they just ruin your image and your reputation so that people can either isolate you or shun you or just treat you bad. Now, the purpose of a smear campaign is to make sure that they discredit you so that nobody believes you, right? And typically, people who do perform or who do conduct smear campaigns are people who know that you know the truth. They know that you saw right through their mask. So they will do anything and everything, even as far as conducting a smear campaign, to try and maintain control and just regain their sense of self. The reason why they have to regain that sense of self through this very horrific act is because they are very, very insecure, very immature, and they've got extreme low self esteem. Like, literally, that is all. There's really nothing to these people but just insecurity, low self esteem. So they go around conducting a smear campaign. Another reason why this is actually not very common, people don't speak about this very, very often, but the reason why some individuals conduct smear campaigns is because they have to cleanse themselves through you. Now, let's say you are somebody that people admire, you walk into a room and everybody stares at you, and you're just this beautiful ball of energy, right? Once they provoke you and you react, they get started with the smear campaign. Now, the smear campaign is to actually make you look bad. So now they look good because they are the victim, right? Oh my goodness, you did this horrific thing to them and they are the victim. So they're cleansing themselves through you. Since they can't be you, they can't wear your skin, they will try by all means to destroy you or how people view you. Well, I don't think they can destroy you, but they will try to destroy how people view you since they care so much about validation, external validation. Majority of people who conduct smear campaigns assume that you also care about external validation. So they will do that to try and destroy your image so that nobody believes you. And even when you do decide to tell the truth, nobody is listening and everybody just knows you as this bad person. How can you tell? How can you identify that there's a smear campaign going on? Typically, smear campaigns are very, very personalized. If somebody is venting, they don't need to tell you who it is. They don't even need to tell you the name of the person that they're venting about. That is a person who is venting. A smear campaign, rather, is very, very personalized. And even the information that comes out, it's very personalized and it's all about the person. They will tell you about the person's lifestyle. They'll tell you what the person did. They'll even tell you the person's name. They'll share basically personal and private information about that person. That is not venting. That is a full-blown smear campaign. So that is how you know, and that is how you can identify a smear campaign. The experiences and the stories and all these things that they're sharing are very, very personalized. Okay, so how do you know and how can one actually identify the people or the person who started a smear campaign against them? Number one, the people that they've recruited to actually carry out the smear campaign will start asking you extremely specific questions. You will know, right? It's your life and you will know. These people will be interested in more so of personal things that you don't necessarily share with everyone. Remember that smear campaigns are just gossip. People gossip, but they are sharing half truths about you. So smear campaigns are very personalized and these individuals will start asking you extremely personal questions, even though you haven't seen them in years, even though you haven't spoken to them. Remember that when people or narcissistic people or these sore losers with low self-esteem, when they start conducting the smear campaign, they have to get as many people on the bandwagon as possible, right? Nobody's supposed to believe you. Now, I've been in situations where even family members conducted smear campaigns about me. It is very, very, very easy to actually identify who started the smear campaign if you're in those familiar setups. So the quickest way is to actually not confront other people, right? Let's say it's your family and you know these people. You do not confront certain individuals. You only confront people who you know are people pleasers. People pleasers will be so quick to literally betray anyone. They'll be quick to even betray the person that they're conducting the smear campaign with. I'm going to give you guys an example. The most recent smear campaign that I had, there was one particular person who only had access to me, but this person wasn't aware that they were the only person that they had access to. And so they had used that individual to come around in my life to conduct the thing. And so based on the person's behavior, I'm very interested in people's behaviors. And so based on that person's behavior, I was aware that the person was a people pleaser. I knew that I had to get the people pleaser in private. Here's the thing about people pleasers. The reason why people pleasers don't mind betraying anyone is because when they're in public, they have to uphold and maintain and look like the nice guy or the good guy, right? And so they will literally drop you. They will drop you at any second in public. It could be your friend, it could be another friend's friend, whatever circle that the smear campaign started in, look for the people pleaser in that circle, get them in private and snap at them. Thing about people pleasers is they want to be nice people even though they're not necessarily good people. So they want to be nice. And so once you snap at them and you give them a very volatile emotion, they don't know how to handle it. So what they will do, their first response is to try and please you. So they will know why you're angry at them. And so what they will do is they will tell you the truth. That is literally how I was able to find out who started a smear campaign. Got the guy in private. Everything was planned. I went berserk on the guy. I went crazy on the guy. And he started telling me, he was like, oh, we went to see my brother. We did this and this, and that's how I knew where and who started the smear campaign. And so I didn't give them any response. And then a few months later, because there's no response, remember that your response pretty much reinforces the idea of who you are, right? So that's the reason why you don't respond to the person who starts the smear campaign, but rather you have to be very strategic and calculated. And so I didn't care about the lies, but I just wanted to find out where they came from because that's very important. And so because I didn't give that person the reaction that they were looking for, they couldn't reinforce the smear campaign. So that person now started to antagonize me. The person would call my mom and always say, oh, tell Michelle A, B, and C. Tell Michelle da da da, right? They were looking for a reaction and I stopped them off the reaction. And now stopping these individuals off a reaction pretty much makes them very, very unstable. They become so unstable that eventually their mask will drop off in front of other people in that circle. So do not react to anything. Now, so what is the last thing? What would be your last action when it comes to smear campaigns? Number one, try to find out all the people, right? All the people who are talking, all the people who are asking you, anyone that doubted you does not belong in your circle. Block that person. Do not give them any information because they are just a flying monkey. Flying monkeys sent by these narcissistic people to come in and get information. So you cut them off. Number two, you will start to realize that these individuals behave a bit differently towards you than before. And if anybody believes anything said about you, that person probably never really liked you, or they are just as insecure as the person that started the whole thing. Remember that these people, narcissistic losers, who when they recruit, they don't recruit people who have a backbone. They don't recruit people who are insecure. Excuse me. They don't recruit people who are secure. They don't recruit people who have a backbone. They don't recruit people who have principles and morals. They look for individuals just like them. The reason why they even have to go on a smear campaign against you is because you are too strong for them, okay? You are way too strong and they cannot control you. So all the individuals that are recruited in the smear campaign are just as insecure, low self-esteem losers, just like they are. Some of these people are people who have been around you. They've always felt some type of way about you. That is the reason why that it was quite easy for them to even be recruited to go against you. And some of these people, they just never liked you. So whenever a person comes in and recruits them for this particular thing or this particular project, it's a way of them feeling like they're better than you, because they've always felt like maybe you are better than them because they placed you on a pedestal. And to put another person on a pedestal means that you have low self-esteem. So you do not respond, and all the people who are involved, you cut them off. Okay. Time will tell your story. Do not respond. Do not explain. Time will tell your story. And also, time will tell them who they are. So that is it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in my next one.